Good morning. Welcome to the hangar. Since towing the Zeus back to New Babbage, I've been preparing everything needed for the restoration project. Let's head over to my trusty old pickup truck and I'll show you what I've got. In the back, I've got a crate packed with the Cambio salvage and repair tool and plenty of RMC canisters we'll use to repair the exterior damage on the Zeus. The hangar is organized into different sections, and we're heading to the area I call the workshop. It's located near the main freight elevator. In part 3 of this series, we'll spend more time in the workshop and I'll show you around. I'm totally nailing this parking job. Now that the Zeus is under the bright lights of the hangar, it's time to do a visual inspection. The hull shows signs of heavy wear, battle scars, and surface damage across multiple sections. What we're looking for during this inspection are areas where hull sections have been completely blown off or severely compromised. Currently in Star Citizen, there's no way to manually repair a ship's hull if any sections have been completely lost. And that brings me to an important recommendation for future game development. If a ship loses a part like a fin or a wing, there should be a way to purchase those replacement parts. Whether from a salvage yard, scrap dealer, or even a specialized vendor, restoration players would benefit greatly from this feature, making projects like this one more immersive and rewarding. After taking a closer look, I'm seeing mostly surface damage. I'm more convinced than ever that we'll be able to restore this ship to its former glory. Now comes one of my favorite parts of the restoration process, repairing the hull. There's something almost magical about seeing a wrecked, forgotten ship come back to life right before your eyes. There's also a sense of peace in this work. Carefully patching up the hull, watching as each scar is healed one step at a time. It's hands-on, relaxing, and incredibly satisfying. If you're new to hull repair, here's a tip to get the best results. Start by using the salvage and repair tool to heat up the perimeter of the damaged area. Once the temperature hits the melt point, the recycled material composite will bond seamlessly to the hull. The material fills and smooths over the damage, making the surface as strong and clean as when the ship first left the factory. In the future, when ships in Star Citizen aren't so easily destroyed and replaced, ship restoration could be an important job in the verse. For me, restoring a ship is like preserving a piece of history. Every ship tells a story, where it's been, who flew it, and what it's endured. One great feature of the Zeus is this airlock. It makes accessing the roof much easier. And based on my inspection earlier, it looks like this is where the worst of the damage is. Look at this Zeus. She's a beauty. It took around 10 canisters of RMC to complete, and with the hull patched up, she's now ready for paint. Let's talk a bit about applying paint. Currently, there's no way to manually apply paint to ships in Star Citizen. Players have to store the ship and select a pre-made paint job, which is applied when the ship is retrieved from storage. Introducing a manual paint sprayer tool would add a whole new layer of customization. This tool would allow players to paint their ships directly in the hangar, giving restoration shops the opportunity to create unique, custom looks for their projects. It would bring more creativity and immersion to the restoration process. Restoring a ship is more than just repairing damaged parts. It's about transforming a forgotten wreck into something truly special. A restoration done right can turn an old battle-worn vessel into a highly sought-after collector's item. Now here's where I'd love to see some future innovation from the development team. Imagine if we had the tools to design custom liveries for our restorations. Restoration shops across the verse could create their own signature style. something that makes their work instantly recognizable and in high demand. Let's develop a customizable livery system. Even a template-based approach would be a game changer, allowing players to craft unique designs that add real value to the restored ships. Customizations like this could open up new gameplay opportunities for players who want to make a name for themselves in the restoration business. With a feature like that, every ship that leaves this hangar would be a true one-of-a-kind masterpiece.